Choo-choo! All aboard, baby.
The toxic gossip train.
Yep, a gag that I still don't understand.
Aidan doesn't get YouTube drama.
No, but the Doctor Who train is in full steam ahead now, kind of.
And when's the train going to hit? What season's going to hit?
When's it going to hit us?
Winter. Well, that'll be summer for us, but winter.
Winter, yeah.
2023's winter.
Or as Russell T Davies likes to says, as Russell T Davies likes to say, Dr. Hunter, I think is what he wrote on Instagram.
Yeah, 2023 is the year, man.
That's it.
They're going to be everywhere. Just kidding. They're just going to be in the last season of the year.
2023, but just winter.
Cheers.
Yeah, but look, I mean, I've been excited. We got some cool stuff to work through this episode based off of announcements and things over the last week or so, which is cool.
It's been a bit busy. Like, a lot of stuff's come out. We went for a bit of a dry spout.
No nut, November, December, January, February, March, April,
pretty much,
May, June, and now with Insta-Nut in July. Are you excited? Has this got you ramped? Because we've been a bit negative about the 60th hype lately. Are you excited?
definitely more keen. I sent the image of David Tennant to my mum. She said, "Can't wait." I was like, "Look, if she's happy, I'm happy. If we can engage like the general audience, I think we're getting some good stuff. I'm impatient. I'm a hater.
Yeah, Conor the hater.
Aidan the hater. I'm impatient, but I think it's been good. What about you? You've been a bit more psyched up for what's going to happen?
I'm more excited. I'm still... I don't want to see another trailer, though. That's my thing.
No, I agree.
I'm getting excited for more stuff, but do I want a trailer? Absolutely not.
Yeah, I don't think... As much as I'd like to see new footage, I don't think right now is the right time for it.
No, I'm sick of seeing it. I actually am.
Really?
I'm sick of seeing the fucking clawy gun thing. That shot of the claw thing.
What with the?
It's like, that, and the trailers.
Yeah, the enemy. I can't remember. RAF Warriors.
RAF Warrior. Yeah. I'm sick of seeing them with their beady red eyes go.
Yeah, it's literally the same footage. They keep using it in like all the trailers. So like,
it looks great.
It looks great, but they clearly don't want to show too much.
Yeah.
And do you know what I had a thought today driving home from work?
What? Tell me your thought.
I'm such a nerd.
You are a fucking nerd.
I reckon
fucking loser, Conor.
Anything else you want to say to me?
Yeah, you fucking suck.
Just put it on the table.
Yep.
Fucking hell. I reckon the description of the episode, like the official description of the episode for Wild Beyonder, will be redacted. I would love that.
That would be hectic.
Like, imagine on Disney Plus, imagine Star Beast, a paragraph.
It's not even redacted. It's
free.
It's just a link to the BBC Sounds production redacted. The Doctor Who redacted.
I get
yeah. And then, okay.
That is funny though. That is funny.
It was fucking funny, wasn't it?
No,
it sounded really fucking funny.
No, it's funny how they keep using that word in all the trailers and all that kind of thing, but they don't acknowledge the brilliant audio drama. But I would be keen if they just put redacted in the.
That'd be cool.
Episode 1, big paragraph. 3, paragraph 2, redacted. We don't know anything about it except Matt Smith, David Tennant, Peter Capaldi, Paul McGann, not John Hurt. Well, a few other people.
You know what is going to really suck? When we get the description of the Star Beast. Because it's just going to be like...
The Doctor returns to Earth to run into
an old friend. And a little creature is on the run from the massive warrior robots. Oh my god. I didn't know that. We know
the plot.
I know.
I feel like we know... Until like the third act, I feel like I'm going to know everything about the Star Beast.
We were talking on Messenger, and we didn't really...
We talk?
No, never. I said that I'm more excited than the series... So I'm more excited for Series 14 than I am the 60th, which I think I've said before on the show.
Have, yeah.
Where are you with it?
Look, I'm a simp. I love fan wank.
Yeah.
I am... not that I'm not excited for Season 14. I think it's incredibly exciting. I'm looking at what's in front of me, and right now the 60th is in front of me. When that's out of the way, I'll be like, Andy with Woody, he drops him. It's like, I don't want to play with you anymore.
That's David Tennant.
I don't want to play with you anymore. That'd be me, and drop.
You drop your new science screwdriver toy on the floor.
The one that's only going to be in the free specials, apparently. That'd be me, and I'll be grabbing Shooty and playing with him like he's Buzz Lightyear, I think
I can say this as much as I want. But I know that by the time the 60th starts, by the time I get a trailer, I'm going to be like, I'm more excited than anything. But right now, for me, it's like, this isn't Doctor Who's fault. all of media is like, let's bring back the old guys. Let's make more of the same what we've done before. And so right now it's just like, I don't know, maybe I'm like sick of being disappointed. Not that I think I'm going to be disappointed, but I guess I'm just like, I've been so underwhelmed by so much of that stuff that I am more excited to see properties continue, but with new visions. And that, for me, is what Series 14 is going to be all about.
I agree. But I guess it is a celebration. It's not like they're just bringing him back just to bring him back. Like, it is a 60th celebration.
Oh, 100%. Like, that's the thing. Like, I'm going to be excited for it.
It's not like bringing back, like Michael Keaton, or like Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, just because, like, hey, we need to bring back people. Also, it didn't happen last week. I think it happened this week. The filming wrapped on season 14.
It did too.
So that's amazing. It wrapped, so
congratulations, Series 14 cast and crew. You finished it.
He only doing 2 seasons.
Oh, there'll be more.
No.
I think there'll be more.
No.
Dude, in his when he got announced, Russell was like, he's going to be the Doctor for a very, very, very long time.
Yeah, 2 seasons.
That's not a fucking long time, is it? Not in Doctor Who. Yeah. Tom Baker did 7 years, bitch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excuse you?
Yeah, use the fucking B word.
60th.
Yep.
First season, second season, done.
60th doesn't count, mate. 60th is the fucking David Wankfest.
I want him to stay for longer. I'm just saying, like, he's so huge.
No, you literally just said.
Yeah, I hate Shooty Gal. I hate the casting.
I can't believe he's staying for a second season.
I'll be that commenter today and be like, I'm not against the Black Lives Matter movement, but that's why Shooty Gatwa got casted. That's the me right now. I'm that much of a bigot. Yeah. No, I love Shooty. Yeah. I think it's sensational casting. I just think he's too big, and he's probably going to want to do 2 seasons and then move. And by the way, I hate this whole 3 seasons are done. I really wish one of the actors.
We need to break the cycle, yeah. But 3 is the perfect season. Like, if you look at it from their perspective, I think it is the perfect thing. But I'd love to see 4.
But classic actors, like you said, the classic Doctors, they changed it up all the time. So you said Tom Baker did 7.
Tom Baker did 7, dude. Yeah, that's a lot.
Colin did 2.
Colin did 2, but that's because he was fucking.
Hartnell did 3.
Decapitated. Hartnell did 3 and a bit. Like 3 and regenerated 2 stories into season 4.
Well, that's like Peter Davison? No, Colin Baker.
Peter Davison. Oh, wait, no. It is Peter Davison into Colin Baker. Yeah. You fucking beat me. You beat me.
No. This is the quiz right now. I'd be winning.
You know what? It's not the fucking quiz. Yeah. I
just would like to break up because like Eccleston did 1, and then it's like 3. Yeah. And look, I don't want Shooty just do 2, but I feel like if he did just do 2, I feel like 1 impact he would just leave,
and it breaks the cycle.
I'd rather him break the cycle with 4. Rather than look again, I don't want to sound ungrateful. Like, we're so. Do you know what I was thinking the other day? Like, why am I complaining? We literally have like David Tennant coming back.
So cool, man.
Like, we're so lucky, but we sit here.
I can sit here, be fucking soppy bollocks all I want,
and we can complain about it all we like. But my mom is like so excited. She's like, "Oh my god, I can't wait!"
And I'm excited, and I'll be more excited. I will get excited again, but it's just. I don't know. I'm just in love with the casting of Series 14 and stuff.
I am in love with the Coco, bro.
I'm in love with the Coco.
Yeah, no, 14 looks great. Like, I just think like it in my eyes right now. I see the 60th. I can't really look beyond that.
Okay.
And once it's out the way, and look, you're right. Like, we got a Christmas special as well. Like, that'll be a celebration.
I forgot about that.
And
jeez.
Yeah, I'm seeing Barbie on Sat. I'm doing the Barbieheimer.
Are you doing both on the same day?
I am seeing Oppenheimer first, and then Barbie. And
that's a good choice.
I spoke to Scott today, and he's seen it, Barbie, and like apparently Shooty's in it for a little bit. But I'm just keen to see him like in something.
Yep.
And try and dissect every little movement he does and go, maybe his
this is the Doctor. Yeah, I'm doing Op on Friday night, and then I'm gonna try and see Barb's on Sunday, but I don't know if I'll be able to.
What happened to your
busy weekend, mate? Busy weekend.
What are you doing?
Just different things, mate. You know me, mate. Just
don't divulge. It's okay.
I don't want to talk about my
too personal.
Yeah, mate. Just so personal.
Too many trips to the strip club.
I'm going to Penthouse, baby.
Wow.
Yeah, Voodoo Lounge. I'll be there.
The Voodoo.
Have you been to any of the strip clubs before?
I have. I went to the first time I went to Voodoo. I met some random guy who was a friend of my fake cousin. I had a fake Australian cousin who's part of the family, like my dad's side, but I call him my cousin.
Is this like how fucking Professor Yana is your uncle? Uncle's brother, son, nephew, granddad.
Someone's been watching the Madman with a Box podcast today because I mentioned that on there.
Oh, I didn't.
Through text, I didn't actually go on.
I didn't read that.
Nah, it's like my dad's side of the family who live in Australia, and there's a guy, and you know, I call him my cousin, but he's not. Anyway, his friend came flying over from Gold Coast. He really liked me for some reason. He's like, I'm taking you to the strip club and I'm getting you a dance. And I was like, a private dance. I was like, okay, I'll go. I was like 19. And then I went in, and the first time I've ever been to a strip club, saw a girl I liked, and I was like, all right, let's go.
You said, you're mine.
I said, mine. And went back into the thing. A few things happened. No, nothing too bad. But I got her Instagram.
Slay.
And we spoke for a little bit.
Fuck.
But I recall me saying, not to her face, but I was like, oh my God, like, and by the way, I totally support sex workers, 100%. But I remember at the time having the backwards thought of, you know, what would my mum be thinking
right, you were.
Right. And I remember asking her about her parents while she was dancing. And I was like...
So she was literally dancing on you, and you're like, hey, what do your parents think about you for doing this?
It's so awkward. I remember
That's awkward to ask that.
In the Gold Coast, you can actually touch them. And I literally had like... This is too personal. I literally was like holding them. I was asking them...
I'm just going to play the theme.
Basic questions.
I'm just playing the theme.
You are.
I didn't know it was a story.
50%. Cat.
I asked, have you ever been to the strip club? And then you're like, yeah, you know this time I went to the strip club, and then 27 minutes later...
My ex gave me so much shit for that stripper story. She's like... You spoke to a stripper before. I was like, but I support sex workers and I think they're great. And I had a few stories, I guess.
I've got a fucking story that I don't think that I can even tell in this podcast about my encounter with a stripper.
That was good, though.
But
that was good.
You know my story.
I know your story.
Yeah.
I think you told it with Crispy the other day.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, we were a bit drunk at Varsity.
And I was telling my stripper story.
We all said a bit too much that night. I feel like
yeah.
I divulged a little bit.
Well, the bottom line is my friends tell that story with the climax of I punched a stripper, which I didn't.
What's the climax? You come in or punching a stripper up the hair?
You decide your own destiny. You decide. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram and
Is this a
Doctor,
Doctor Who
guys.
podcast?
I know this is unhinged already. Already so unhinged. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram, guys. 50 Doctor. On the TikToks, we got 50 Doctor Who. We're posting TikToks quite often. We're posting shorts quite often. So get around it if you don't want to sit here and hear us talk about
the clips
strippers.
Are blowing up, Aidan.
Yeah, the clips are good, mate. We like the clips.
That's true.
Yeah, so you can do that. Make sure you subscribe. We are getting very close to 1,000 subscribers. We're getting very, 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 very close to 800 as we speak, Connor. So
by the time this episode comes out, done.
You reckon?
No.
Okay.
Well, if it does, I'll look great. If I say no, it'll look good.
That's like magic, bro. Today's show, we're about to talk about the new 60th anniversary and Series 14 images. We got 3 new Target novels on the way.
The 60th specials, baby, all 3. That would be The Star Beast, Wild Yonder, and The Giggle.
I'm looking at these Target novels like I'm at the strip club, mate. I'm like, oof,
you're about to buy
The Star Beast. You're mine.
Something I did not say.
The collection season 20 has been announced. Got a new Sonic. Some fucking Comic-Con stuff's going down.
Who cares about the Sonic? Who cares? Kidding.
The quiz will continue, and I'm going to whoop Connor's asshole.
And we are reviewing probably one of the biggest episodes of Doctor Who ever.
Fugitive.
Fugitive. Fruity Tube of the Judoon.
Fruity tits of the Judoon.
We also have a Ko-fi that we're literally... I'm shaking an empty can right now. I'm like, please help me.
You're like, where's the rattle? There's no rattle. It's empty.
I spoke to my dad tonight. He said that 800 subscribers is not enough. And he said...
Thanks, Glenn.
Promise me when you go to see Aidan tonight, you discuss changing the title of your podcast.
Oh my God.
I said, no, it's a great title.
Well,
I don't get it, and it's not going to get you anywhere. I mean, great.
Yes, there is that. But then, can we also look at our... I mean, they're our friends, but let's just say competitives. Crispy Pro.
Competitive. That's what I said. I was like, what's that got to do with Doctor Who? It's like, you need to name Doctor Who now. Well, it's called the 50% Doctor Who podcast. I'm like, but what is... I actually said, I was like, with Peace and Love, I was like, well, Crispy Pro's not got Doctor Who in it. Josh Snares is just their name. Yeah, I don't know.
What else would we fucking call it? Because there's already the Doctor Who show.
That's just a boomer with Peace and Love. I don't know. There's no arguing. I was just like, boomer. Look, I think it's going really well, and I'm sorry it's not my income.
New photos. Ooh,
David
look at
doing
them
this.
on screen right now. Ooh,
You don't need it on
fantastic.
screen, you can just have me doing this.
Yeah, Connor's doing it. Okay, now the photos come on screen. Spot the difference. I don't know.
There is no difference. They're the exact same.
We got David, we
Boom.
got Catherine, we got Millie, we got Shooty. Because we woke up you woke up in the night and saw them. I woke up in the morning and saw them.
I
and
did.
I just saw them all like in a line on my feed, which was just fucking genuinely orgasmic.
Yeah, they're
to see.
stunning
It was
photos,
like being at
man.
the strip club again. I was like, there's the Shooty picture, there's the David picture.
What did you say? It was like, that's my one. What did you say?
That's my one. That's what I said to Shooty. I was like,
Is that what you
that's
said
mine.
before? That's mine. That's it. That's mine. Yeah,
You're
that is
mine.
Fantastic. You're mine. Yeah. The Christmas costume as well.
Yes.
So he has two Christmas. We have two Christmas costumes.
Bro,
I
put it
still have that
away.
theory. I still have that theory that he gets that costume at the end of the 60th, and then he changes into his new one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I make a lot of sense. So
Not cents though, as in money, like dollars and cents.
true. No dollars and cents.
Not in the Kofi, mate. Not in the Kofi.
Yeah, there's a little tumbleweed going through our Kofi right now.
That was my tumbleweed sound effect. Weird. But yeah, these pictures actually all
Millie's
came
in
out
her
like
Christmas costume as well.
Yeah, I was just saying something actually. The pictures all came out half an hour apart, which was funny. Not funny. It was cool.
Were you laughing when you saw it? Ha ha ha.
What? Why would I be laughing?
Because you said it was funny.
Yeah, I don't know why I said it was funny. I did say that, didn't I? What I meant to say, I just meant it would have been cool in the UK to be like, oh, look at this Catherine Tate picture, and then you check your phone half an hour later and you're like, it's a David Tennant picture, and then for 2 hours, every half hour, you're getting like spoon-fed some
Yeah,
fucking
and then it
content.
just stops, and that was it. I mean,
Yeah.
anything.
Where's the 16th Doctor, mate? Where's James Corden?
Yeah, no, I think it looks good, but it's like, it gets me hyped, but it's like, it's just a picture. Like, it's just a picture. I mean, what's
They're
it to
good
say,
pictures.
really?
I like the style, I like the blue and the,
Oh, no,
and the
it
red.
looks great.
And they updated like the icon on the Twitter and
They
the
did
YouTube.
update the icon.
fits
and
that.
I like that, and, I think they're slowly building hype. Do you feel like you're going crazy on this show, or like, hype will come?
I'm like, we spoke about this
It's
last
coming.
week,
Yeah.
and the week before,
Hype
and the
will
week
come.
before that,
Yeah.
and
Next
we
week,
also
surely
about a year
hype will
ago were
come.
having the same conversation. Well, when's the Parallel Doctor hype, guys? Literally a clip.
Oh, don't worry, the hype will come next week, and then next week I'll be like, nah, guys, next week
No hype.
it'll come.
No hype
next
November.
Week. Nah, look, they're cool photos. I appreciate them giving to us. They obviously have this stuff like stocked and loaded and ready to go. Like they obviously did all the photo shoots and stuff, and they have it ready to go.
I'd assume so, but I did read somewhere that the day after they wrapped filming Series 14, they actually, the next day was a like photo shoot day.
So that's when Shooty and Millie went back into their costumes at the Christmas special?
Yeah, they might have gone and shot those photos pretty
Okay.
recently. Maybe, I don't know.
But with Catherine and David more, I meant.
Yeah,
like,
they're
would have
probably-
they would have done their.
Who knows?
their
This is
press
all,
and all that.
speculative. But I guess jumping off the
Looks
back
good,
of that, Sonic Screwdriver, which I guess we kind of saw teased in that David photo. But we got this like tech, like Steve Jobs style Sonic Screwdriver reveal video, which was kind of cool. It was
So what
different.
do you think? What do you think of the new Sonic?
I think it's fine. Oh, is that the wrong answer?
Nah.
Sorry, I meant to say I love it.
Nah.
Does that make you feel better?
No. It doesn't make me feel better.
What do you think?
No, I agree. I think it's fine. I think it's like a 60th special Sonic. I don't know if Shitty will have it.
I think it's like a ship version
Maybe
of...
he will. I don't know.
It's like a ship version of David's Sonic. Like, well, fucking David 1.0's Sonic. You know?
Okay, let's cut to the fucking chase, Aidan.
Yep.
It's a hybrid of all the three Sonics.
It is.
Of 9, 10, 11, and 12.
It is, but it's heavily David's. Like, it gives you David vibe. The blue light, the main hilt part is David's. I know it's got 11's little bronze bit at the bottom, which I like, and the little spiky prongs on the side. And
So, is smoke being blown up your arse, Aidan? Or do you think this is a bit of a hint and a giveaway that we're going to see 11 and 12 in it?
no.
Oh, boy.
No, I think this
Really?
this is the 60th anniversary, and they
And
will
they just
put in
wanna put
little
a little
Easter
bit
eggs
of-
wherever they can.
Okay. What do you think of the costume as well? Because I know there's been a thing where like the trousers kind of match Peter's, the vest matches 11.
Yes.
Still the same thing. Like,
Well, I'll say this. The 11th Doctor, the 12th Doctor, the 6th Doctor all wore waistcoats at some point or another.
Yeah.
Along with, I'm sure, other doctors as well. Joe Martin's doctor, for example.
Coming up today on the show.
Tartan Pants, which
Second Doctor.
You got the second Doctor. You got PCAP. I just think it's like...
Reaching a bit.
I think it's reaching, mate. I think it's like, they've just decided it's like an updated, cooler version of David's costume. That's what I think it is. I don't think there's any.
That's why we're here, to reach. I'll give you a reach around,
baby.
Yeah, you got my drift.
We're doing that now? That's not all I'm getting.
Sure. I mean, the camera's about to die anyway, so. Is it?
No, it's not. Keep talking.
No, I think it's really good. I like it.
Right.
I don't
Sonic
think it's...
or the
I don't think it's great, but I think it's fine. And do you think it'll be shooties, Sonic?
No, I reckon it's something new. I want something new.
And I like that. I think they should just have like... I think they should have like titles for the 60th that are different. And I think they should have like Sonics that are different. Like, they have the budget now. Let's be real.
Preach it. Yeah, $1 billion is the budget. $1 billion an episode.
Like, and I'm not saying before with like 9 and 10 and 11 and 12 keeping the Sonic of each other's was like a budget restraint. Like,
yeah.
But yeah, I like it. And everyone's simping over and trying to buy the toy, the website.
Maybe if I had the toy in my hand, I would go, this looks cool.
I think it looks cool. I just think like, unfortunately, I feel like after 11 Sonic, I just never really liked any of the other Sonics. Like the 12th Doctor Sonic.
I forgot about 13s then.
Oh god,
I forgot about
13s.
The pleasure device.
So the dildo? Yeah, I saw someone on Twitter today being like, "Why did Jodie's Doctor not get her Sonic represented in the screwdriver?" I'm like, bro, like. Ozchris put up made a great point on Mad Men today, saying like literally the TARDIS exterior is
so
Jodie's.
True. Yeah,
like, and that will continue on into Shooty's era. This Sonic probably won't.
Jodie Whittaker always in our hearts.
Yeah, but like, why is everyone gonna get so bloody up in arms about it? Like,
we're here making a podcast talking about it.
They didn't put in the. Who cares?
Yeah,
I don't care. I don't know. I just think that. And this is me saying this is ironic. They've always find something to complain about. Yeah. Like,
I'm here complaining that I just think the Sonic design is just boring. So
I thought it was boring. Interesting.
Yeah, I just don't like it. I'm falling apart here, aren't I? I'm getting worse with it. I just don't.
It's getting worse the more we go on.
Yeah, I don't.
You like it, and now you think it's shit.
I don't know. I don't think it's shit. I just don't.
It kind of looks cool.
It's just kind of vanilla.
Is it too new for you?
No, it's vanilla. I think it's like.
Is it a bit too busy?
It's a bit busy. It's a bit too.
I think there's a bit too much going on.
There's a bit going on.
You don't know where to look.
Yeah, I'm like, well, we got little prongs.
A bit too jazzy.
We got like fucking prongs at the bottom. Too jazzy.
Too jazzy.
It's too jazzy.
It's a bit too jazzy.
It's too
It is a little too jazzy.
You know what I want? I want a purple light at the end of a Sonic, like a bit of a Mace Windu.
Oh God, no! You're making me want to cry.
What? We had the blue.
Oh, wait till you see Shooties.
Better be fucking purple, mate.
It'll be insane.
Better be purple and better say badass motherfucker on the bottom.
That's the thing. Like, his would be insane.
Yeah.
Look, I think.
What? Do you think it's like a baton? Like,
no.
He's like, I better Sonic it.
It'll probably be like a fucking umbrella or something, like Hagrid's wand.
It'll be like the
Hagrid's wand in Harry Potter's like a fucking umbrella. That'd be his. Like,
it'll be like the Force Awakens Stormtrooper where it's like. Traitors!
Yeah, with the
big
the TR8R.
Yeah, that guy.
Is my Lever's jacket name.
Wow, so fucking cool, man.
That was a meme that died young.
You might as well have put on the back of your jacket. Punch me,
Greenie.
I think I had Ranger.
Lame. That's even lamer than TR8R. They both suck. Just like the Sonic. No, I like it. Final thoughts, I actually do like it. I think there's a bit too much going on. Do I think Aidan's theory about the Doctors not being the 60th is true? No. I think they are in it.
I think they hopefully will be. I'm just saying
You're contradicting yourself a little bit, Aidan.
My point is that I don't think
they're in it. They're not in it.
My point, mate, is that I don't think the costume is indicating that. If they're in it, they're in it. I don't think they were like, this costume is going to hit. Fuck, you're an idiot.
Aidan, do you know what?
What?
I bring stuff on the show because we run a podcast, right? And we have to discuss theories.
And the 60th Target novels, which we should move on to.
Hold on.
Okay.
We discuss theories.
Yep.
when I bring on something like the costumes, I'm not sat here saying that it's true. I'm just bringing it up for conversation.
You seem a little fucking butthurt when I said it.
I'm not butthurt. When I bring something up, you're like, you're an idiot for thinking that. I didn't even bring it up.
Can you bring up the next point for me, please?
Fuck you.
I'm just saying, we're going over.
All right.
I'm losing my mind here, Connor.
All right, so I did personally just purchase the Wars of Mars Target novel.
Flex? Is that a flex?
You haven't. That's not flex. It cost me like $20.
No, well, I'm currently reading the Ice Warriors Target novel, so...
Good for you, no one
We're
cares.
both... Ice Warriors referencing Waters of Mars. It's all connected.
Not in the novel.
Okay.
I know, they probably will be. I ordered it because I couldn't find it at the actual store. I called up. No store in WA had it because... No one likes Doctor Who.
Australia does not give a fuck about Doctor Who.
And this show is like destined for disaster because no one likes Doctor Who. But that'll be coming out soon. There will be a vlog. So everyone get excited for that. 3 new 60th anniversary Target novels on the way. I love this. I'm going to get all of them. I hope it comes in a little cute little package. With
that would be cool if you could get like a little
single. You can, but if you want to buy 3, like, do you know how books used to come in like packages and they had that like bit of not cardboard, but they had like the little slot. With it.
And you just like pull them out of this little pack. Yeah. I think that would be sick, just like the little 60th anniversry collection. And it's
if you want to get it in the free, but if you want to buy them separately. Are
you okay?
A little bit good.
Right.
I actually checked. You know what I checked yesterday because I'm a nerd? The guy who's writing the Wild Blue Yonder one wrote a few of the Doctor Who novels back in the day.
Any in particular that you...
not that I can remember, but the reason why I looked up him, I'm like...
Was it James Goss?
It might...
Because James Goss is writing one of them and he's written so much Doctor Who novels, but I thought he was writing The Giggle.
We should probably have known that.
Let's have a look.
But while you're looking that up, I'll say this. I'm just like, this man knows if Matt Smith and Peter Capaldi are in it.
I also thought that.
And I'm like, imagine having that knowledge in your brain. Like,
so
I couldn't deal with it. But yeah, I think, actually, to be fair, I think they're all probably Doctor Who novelists, but... The guy that I looked up who did the Wild Blue Yonder, you know what? Probably the best thing you can do is look up. While you're doing that, I'm gonna improvise. I'm gonna say, "How you doing? Good day, Doctor Who."
Okay, well, I found it.
Stay.
Thank you for that really entertaining bit. Gary Russell.
Such a twat.
Has Gary Russell written actual Doctor Who before?
No, you're mistaking him for Russell T Davies, the current head showrunner of Doctor Who.
Mark Morris is the writer of...
That. Is that who you said?
No, I said James Goss.
Okay, Mark Morris. Mr. Morris. Okay.
Mark Morris.
So he wrote a few...
Mark Morris Dance Group. He's an American dancer.
No, that...
I don't think this is the same Mark Morris.
That's what I did yesterday. You had to put in Doctor Who, you twat. Do you know how to work Google?
I didn't know there was going to be a Mark Morris dancer. All right, he's got a TARDIS wiki page.
Yeah,
okay.
Who cares what he does in his spare time? Let's see what he does for a living.
He wrote BBC Torchwood audio books.
Torchwood one, yeah.
And some Doctor Who short stories. He did an 8th Doctor novel.
That's it, Forever Autumn and Ghosts of India, that's it.
Oh, I think I have Forever Autumn.
Okay.
I don't think I ever read it.
Boy of the Dead, Dreaming.
Tales of Trenzalore. Oh.
Trenzalore? Never heard of it.
Never heard of her. Torchwood magazine? There was a Torchwood magazine?
There was, yeah.
Jeez.
Could you imagine there being like a unit magazine? Like...
Bruh.
Would you buy it?
I don't even buy Doctor Who magazine, mate. It comes to Australia 9,000 years after it comes out in the UK. Okay, last little thing on this sort of 60th related stuff.
Not the last.
Not the last of us. There is... Comic-Con is happening, or has happened by the time this has come out. May or may not be a trailer, may or not be anything. I'm a little bit confused because they didn't announce any Comic-Con thing. They didn't say a jack shit about Comic-Con, right? What do I get in my fucking email this morning? Because that's right, I'm an ultra nerd and I'm subscribed to the Doctor Who newsletter. It's like, comes out every fortnight or something, I don't remember. You know what it says? It says, Doctor Who is coming to San Diego Comic-Con. That's it. No, nothing, and it has the posters attached. It's got like the collection set ads in there and stuff. It doesn't say anything fucking more than that. And I'm like, what's going on at San Diego? Now we have to do a show. And I'm like, Doctor Who's at San Diego Comic-Con.
I think it's just a booth. Sadly.
Stupid.
I mean, like, if it was an actual thing, I'm sure Russell would be promoting the hell out of it and being like, "Oh, I should go and Shooty, for example." Yeah, Millie Gibson. Like,
but don't you feel like these posters and stuff are like leading to something? Not that they're going to be at Comic-Con, but are they going to drop like a first look or something?
But it's not unheard of for companies who don't even go to Comic-Con to drop trailers or
exactly
stuff
my point
at that time. Yeah, unfortunately, I feel like it would have been a great time to attack at Comic-Con this year because like the big dogs like Marvel and DC aren't going. But you don't know this stuff in advance. Like you book months in advance, and like you don't know who's going to go. I think the only big, I think Amazon's going for The Boys. I think that's it.
The Boys.
Nothing else huge is there. Like they could have actually have won Comic-Con this year.
Big W.
Yeah, I don't used to work there. I don't think though they're gonna be there at a booth, but I think they just have like a setup.
But that's I'm just annoyed.
Panel, sorry,
I'm just annoyed
they won't be there at a panel.
I'm just annoyed that like they haven't really said. But I got an email. And it's like we're gonna be at Comic-Con, but it's like, are you what? Like what are you?
I think it's a missed opportunity. I don't see why they wouldn't go. I think it would have been great to bring out Shooty and Millie. I think they would have killed it to bring out Catherine and David. I'm shocked
imagine
they
the four of them
aren't.
on stage together.
I'm shocked that they're not. Maybe it's a surprise. Could you imagine if this comes out Monday and actually happen? Everyone's like, "You idiot!"
We just sound like idiots.
In the comments going like, "You
dumb."
idiots.
Did you even watch the Comic-Con on the weekend? So dumb.
But yeah, it sucks. But yeah, maybe we'll get something. I don't know. I don't want another trailer. I think we've said that. I don't want it. Like,
if it's 60 stuff we see, it's got to be like a behind-the-scenes featurette, like a little 6-minute like.
You're tickling my.
This is what it was like.
Bro.
Yeah,
I'd get
one or two quick new snippets in there. Rachel being like, "It's so great to be back." Does a backflip. Does it? I would
love to see Rachel do a backflip, and I hope she lands it.
I'm sure. I hope she lands the specials, mate.
It's so great to be back doing Doctor Who. On the rusty days.
Collection.
Who?
Your favorite topic, Conor. The collection box sets.
Wait. No, I'm so happy for the community.
Season 20 has been so. You probably don't know this shit.
Season 14 just stopped filming.
No, Conor. Classic Doctor Who.
What?
Classic season 20.
Never heard of it.
Okay, this set was supposed to come out like 3 years ago. But the documentaries, you watched the trailer, right? The amazing trailer they did, Pick McTee.
I did. Try and stop me from watching it.
They went to Amsterdam because they were doing like conventions, and so they were like filming this documentary.
Where weed is legal. Don't ask Aidan about his trip to Amsterdam.
It's so funny every time. And so that they couldn't finish filming the documentary or something because of COVID. And I think because is it Mark Strutton or something is the
Mark Strong,
the ginger actor who's in this season, plays a companion for a few series for a few episodes.
Johnny Best.
He lives in New Zealand.
Yeah.
So obviously COVID, he couldn't come.
COVID hit, and it was really bad.
He's not Kiwi. He just lives in New Zealand.
Okay.
Difference.
I'm gonna stop talking.
I've been to New Zealand. Doesn't make me a fucking Kiwi.
Me too.
Well, are you a Kiwi?
Yeah, bro. I've not been in New Zealand. God.
Okay, but season 20 is so it's finally coming out. They've finally been able to finish filming all the behind the scenes stuff, which is great. And look, to be honest, I don't really watch too much of the behind the scenes stuff in these sets. But this stuff, I think I'm going to watch.
That surprised me.
I watched
you would watch all of it.
Some of the behind the sofas, but not the docs. I wish I do because Chris Chapman seems like a great dude. But I think it's just like, for me, getting these sets, I've got like 30 new episodes of Doctor Who each time I get a set. Like I don't need a million extra things on top of that. Like it takes me months. I've not even finished.
A lot of time to watch it.
I've not even finished 2 of them because
I get that.
I got bored of Collins, and I kind of got bored of
season 12.
No, Collins 22. 22.
Sorry, 12, 22, kind of similar.
Both of them have a 2. Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
But yeah, and even Pertwee's last one, season 9, I only got halfway through that one, and I was like, I need to take a little break for a little bit.
Do you ever buy a vinyl and not listen to it instantly? Because I do that as well.
Every now and then. I usually listen to it straight away, but I might not.
Yeah.
But that's only like half an hour to 45 minutes.
Kind of similar thing though, like you order it in like a rush just to have it, and you're like, one day I'll really enjoy this.
Never
but
does.
Not today.
Yeah. But anyway, just a quick look at season 20. The stories include Arc of Infinity, which brings Omega back. Apparently it's terrible.
Mr. Screamy.
Snake Dance, Mordrin Undead.
Snake Dance?
Probably said that wrong. Terminus, Enlightenment, The King's Demons, which is the episode I was trying to say a few weeks ago when I said it's notoriously one of, if not like the worst episode of Doctor Who. I'm pretty sure that's The King's Demons. And then it also has the 20th anniversary special tacked on there, which is the 5 Doctors.
Oh, I think it's great. How amazing.
That's what I'm keen for. I feel like I hate that it's at the end of the season, so I'm going to have to watch all of it straight away to get to the 5 Doctors ASAP.
My question to you is, the behind the scenes thing when they go to Amsterdam stuff, like it's like a road trip and something like that.
Yeah, they're all doing weed. Is that your question?
When you watch that, do you think you'll get like a bit of PTSD from your trip to Amsterdam?
Go on, ask me about my trip to Amsterdam.
What happened on your trip to Amsterdam?
Oh, mate, just like I got busted
Sex
with about
parties and-
90 kilograms of weed.
Well, you're going to get busted. It's legal there.
No, but I put 90 kilograms of my weed in my luggage.
Right.
Brought it back to Australia.
Brownies.
And the dogs were like, woof, woof.
They eat it and they go, oh.
Yeah, the dogs were like, woof, woof. And then their dogs came out because I was referring to the dogs as the security guards.
Get the dogs.
Get the dogs, mate.
Oh, I see what you've done there.
Yeah, calling those fuckers. How dare they stop me bringing my 90 kilograms of weed back into Australia. Anyways.
Legalize everything.
Marriage, your mama. A light just turned on outside the office on its own, which is
Do you believe in ghosts, Aidan?
quite peculiar.
Maybe it's Aidan's parents. I don't want to say their name in case you don't want me to say their name.
All right, let's move on. All right, so that's coming out. We don't have a date yet, but that's cool. What we do
Have you pre-ordered it yet?
I did pre-order it straight away.
Through what website?
Rare Waves, because they're the goats, mate.
Not JB Hi-Fi, because they're too slow.
And shit. Just shit.
Great.
Just shit, mate. Shit. But you know what time it is, Connor? Mm-hmm. It's, have your sip. Take your time. Swallow.
I have swallowed.
Swallow again. Thanks.
I spit.
What time is it? It's quiz time, baby.
7:53. You're about to go downtown, baby. Downtown.
We're not as bad as we thought. We're only 10 minutes behind schedule, which is pretty good for this podcast, I think.
Yeah, you were freaking out before. Oh my god, we suck. Oh my god.
What are we going to do?
I gotta go and watch the bear. I can't be up past 9 o'clock.
Such a fuck.
What am I gonna do? I'm gonna freak out.
You suck.
You actually suck. The Ashes is on right now. Don't you think I want to go home and watch that?
Yeah, and the Women's World Cup has just started.
I don't care about that.
Only suck my dick.
Yeah, I agree with...
Okay, can we get on with this, Connor?
Yeah,
Thank
Women's
you.
Ashes on as well right now. And
Yeah,
I think
okay,
it's
that's
great.
nice. Let's do this.
Don't be sexist, Aidan.
The quiz
Yeah.
is the segment where we get our lovely listeners, fans of the show, often friends of the show, to write in, record themselves.
Hey, everyone knows what it is. Just fucking play it.
They're just quizzing us, and in the end, we got a tally.
That's what it is.
Well, no, what happens when we get new views?
No.
What happens when we get new views?
I think they get the gist.
All right, okay, well...
Wait, who is this then? It's just Jeremy.
Yeah,
who's
well, maybe
a
if you
huge
let me
Simpsons
fucking
fan.
introduce some
Maybe
shit,
I should do
then
it.
I can do this
Get
fucking...
it out the way.
I can do this fucking job properly, mate.
Alright, don't
if you
get
did
scared 'cause
shit,
you're about to
if you were
lose.
trying to explain shit, you would have just been like, hey guys, now it's time for the segment.
No, I
Place
wouldn't.
quiz
I would
scene.
shout out Jeremy, who's a huge Simpsons fan, and I'm a huge Simpsons fan.
Jeremy is someone that's really great, very active online, chatting to us, and they've been kind enough to record some audio for some questions for us. So,
All right, go easy on me, Jeremy.
we've got them broken up pretty nicely here. So let's hear an intro from Jeremy.
Hey guys, my name's Jeremy. I've been listening to the show for about a year and a half now. First of all, congratulations on getting to Series 12. You both should be really proud of all the amazing content you've put
Thanks.
out over the years. I'm
Thanks.
pretty sure it might have been my suggestion to bring back the quiz, so I apologize in
yeah.
advance if it destroys your friendship. So without further ado, here are my 6 questions. I'd say they're all relatively tricky, so I've made them all multiple choice to be safe. Anyway, here we go.
All right, what accent is that?
That's Aussie.
Is it? It sounds kind of
I think that's Aussie.
Kiwi.
No, that's Aussie, I think.
Are you sure?
It could be Kiwi. It could be Kiwi.
I think it's Kiwi.
Let's listen to all the let's get through the quiz and we'll figure it out by the end
That's
of it.
all I'll think about.
Yeah, I'm not thinking
I
of the
can't even
question.
think about. Okay, all right.
All right, so let's go.
May the best man win.
I assume so. They're all written out. So I assume question 1. I'll play question 1 and question 2 back to back,
I think so, yeah, because there's 6.
and I'll take question 1. You take question 2. Okay.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Question 1. In the Season 2 episode Tooth and Claw, which of these plants was the werewolf afraid of? Was it A, dandelions, B, poison ivy, or C, mistletoe?
Connor's question.
In the Season 4 episode Journey's End, according to the Doctor, how many pilots is the TARDIS designed to have? Is it A, 4, B, 6, or C, 7?
That could be Kiwi.
It's Kiwi. Yeah, it's 7.
Yeah, that's 7. That's 7. That's very Kiwi.
I know yours.
Mine's mistletoe, I think.
Yours mistletoe, yeah. I'm going to say... Can you replay mine real quick? Sorry. Just real quick. Sorry.
The options were 4, 6, or 7.
I think it's 7. I think it's
Going with
higher.
7? Okay.
Yeah, I think it's 7.
Answer time.
The answer was C, mistletoe.
Yeah, slay. Let's get Connor's question.
The answer was B, 6.
I knew it.
Shit,
I knew it.
Fucker!
Alrighty, Aidan is in the lead, which
Cunt.
Conor wouldn't let me explain before, but whoever wins today gets 1 point, and then by the end of Series 12, we see who has the most points to get a winner.
I'm too depressed to even explain it.
Okay, my second question.
In the Season 8 episode, Mummy on the Orient Express, how many seconds does the victim have before they're killed? Is it A, 60 seconds,
Fuck's
B,
sake.
64 seconds, or C, 66 seconds?
Fuck's sake.
I've got
Why
this,
did you get
baby.
the easy ass one?
You always think that. Just
No,
because
but I know
there
yours.
was so many...
I knew mistletoe.
Yeah, last week...
I know that one.
Last week, Conor...
I won't know this one.
Last week, I knew all the answers to your questions.
Yeah, but you know what? You know what bugs me? You was like, I'll go first. You probably listened before.
I have not listened. Look at you trying to fucking like,
I'm just saying.
frame me
I'm
now.
just saying.
I have not.
Oliver's like, I'll go first. When do you ever go first?
Every time I go first. That's why I
No.
said I'll go first.
Fucking
Oh my,
liar.
you are just trying to rip
not,
this
I'm
shit
just
apart. Oh
I'm
my
not,
god.
I'm not.
All right, let's get your question.
What century is Captain Jack from? Is it A, the 50th century, B, the 51st century, or C, the 52nd century?
I think I know this one.
Fuck me.
I think I know it.
Fuck me.
That is significantly harder than my question though.
That is. Fuck. I think it's C. 50
You think
seconds.
C? Okay. And I'm going for 66 seconds. of course.
Obviously, you've got it.
All right. Let's go through the answers.
The answer was C, 66 seconds.
And now for Conor, I think it's the 51st century, but let's find out.
The correct answer is B, the 51st century.
Slay.
2 Bs. 2 Bs.
2 Bs, mate. He's tricking
We've
you.
already won, you fuckhead.
He's playing you. Well, let's.
pissed off.
This is like the Ashes test day 5 if we win.
Shut up,
Test 5.
twat.
Okay, let's go. Next question.
Now, these last two are pretty tricky, so I'm going to suggest double points, but if you don't want to do that, that's totally up to you.
Let's do it.
In the Season 3 episode Blink, how many DVDs does the Doctor leave Easter eggs on? Is it A, 17, B, 22, or C, 28?
That's easy.
I think it's 17. Let's hear Connor's question.
In the Season 7 episode The Angels Take Manhattan, how old was Amy when she died according to her tombstone? Was she A, 81, B, 83, or C, 87?
I don't know that one.
You're pulling my plonker now, aren't you?
I think my guess is.
You had
I think 87.
the most easiest questions. My questions were next
fair.
to impossible.
It's fair.
This is.
Do you need to hear the options
What
again?
difference does it make? I've already won.
Do you need to hear the options again,
No,
Connor?
I don't.
Do you want some for integrity?
No, I go A. I don't give a fuck. You've won
going A?
anyway.
I'm guessing
You've got 4 points. You won.
C87. Let's find out the answer to mine, which, let's go.
The answer was A, 17.
Right.
Correct. And Connor.
Oh.
She was, in fact, 87. The
Yes!
answer is C. Thank you guys so much for having me on. No worries if you didn't read all the questions, that's all good. Hope you guys have a good one. I'll catch you later.
So to clarify, I have 0 points.
Yeah, you didn't.
You have 4.
And
If we do double points, so you got 2 correct.
I also got all of yours right. I got every question today right.
Great.
I just
So
want to make you
I'm on
feel
2
very bad.
and you're on 3.
Jeremy, thank you very much for your questions. They slightly favoured me there, which I don't have a problem about. Thank you very much for that. That was great. But the thing is, our listeners writing in questions, Connor, like,
I'm sorry, you're talking.
there's clearly that's things that Jeremy finds hard. It's not our fault that we've, I guess, maybe seen a certain episode maybe more times than Jeremy's seen it, or things like that. So you can't. What are you mad at? Are you mad at Jeremy? Are you calling out Jeremy?
It's all I hear from you.
Right,
Nah, it's
okay.
fine. No,
Let's just move on before you.
Do I think that the questions were easier for you? Yeah, and I think the audience would think that. But I love Jeremy because they
Are
are.
you taking the moral fucking high ground?
I am, but I think Jeremy and me get along massively of our love of The Simpsons, and I will love them forever for that. Aidan, you're only 1 point ahead. I can easily.
Exactly.
Either way, I think everyone would agree that you got the easy questions. That's okay.
Okay, but
Fuck you,
Connor.
and I hate you, and
Connor,
I agree with my dad. We should change the podcast name.
but
Kidding. 50%
if we swap
forever.
the questions around, I got all of your questions right.
Yeah, but I would have gotten all your ones right. We would have been drawn.
Well, then you would have got the easier questions still.
So it would have been on 3-3.
Oh, We're not.
Do you know what? I think...
What more can I say?
I'll
But
just
we're
say
not.
this real quick. I think we're putting a lot of trust into Aidan, who receives his questions, and you know, I'm just saying, like...
Do you actually think that
I'm
I'm
not.
free listening to these?
I'm not. No, I'm not. But I'm
what's
just
your
saying...
point?
I'm just saying a few times you've been like, I watched the first, 10 seconds.
Connor, I have to watch the first 5 to know what we're going into. I have to know that the audio is actually... We could hear it.
You did say the other day, I heard the first little bit of a question.
Like the first 2 words of a question.
That's still an advantage.
But okay,
still an advantage.
that one was the biggest advantage I've had. But everyone since then, I didn't have
the first 2 words.
Okay, it doesn't matter. I gave you the fucking answer last week, mate.
Why are you being a sore winner?
No, because you're pissing me off now that you're
you're being a sore winner.
Now you're like, oh, look at you listening ahead to all of them.
I'm just saying, you're being a bit of a sore winner right now.
No, so now you're taking the moral fucking high ground, are you?
No, I'm just saying,
now you're taking the...
I just think you're showing your true colours a little bit.
Mate, the only colours you're going to be seeing soon is black and fucking blue. When I beat the shit out of you. That's what that means.
What?
You ever heard of that?
Black and blue?
Because that's what bruises look like.
No, they're purple and green.
Oh my god. Green?
You just said that. What the fuck was
green?
That? What was that?
You just say green. This is fucking green. The bottle I have.
I have bruises that go a bit green.
Yeah, I have. Yep, that's about the same color as my bruises.
It's cold.
Yeah.
Put your bottle on me.
Maybe I can warm you.
With
my cold hands.
They're gonna start thinking that we're actually together,
aren't we?
What the fuck is? This is the weirdest episode ever.
Why is it weird? You're the one that's been...
Nah, you're weird.
You're shaming me, bro.
You're the one who's like, let's restart. I feel weird this episode.
Would you like to...
Let's do the intro again.
I did say that. We recorded about 2 minutes and I said, Connor, I feel like I did a really bad intro, so...
I didn't think you did, but that's cool. So, we're going to review now Fugitive of the Judoon. Which, by the way, we're not giving this enough hype. This is arguably one of the biggest episodes of Doctor Who ever.
Okay, shall we refresh? You want to take a breather?
No.
No? Come on. 3, 2, 1.
I hate you so much.
Does that feel better? Do you want to say something to me? Do you want to vent to me? And I'll be calm. I don't retaliate. You want to say something? You want to get it off the chest?
Off there, I want to tell you something, yeah.
What? Don't scare me like that.
No, it's nothing to do with you. I just want your advice on something. I said to my dad today, I want to ask Aidan something for advice, and my parents think you're like the smartest, most cleverest guy.
Is it advice on how to win the fucking Doctor Who quiz, mate?
It's personal advice.
Oh,
so there you go.
All right, that makes me feel better.
So fuck the audience, you won't hear what it is.
Yeah, well, L audience. All right, yes, Fugitive of the Judoon. All right, hype.
This is such a huge episode. Like, bang-a-rang, well-bone. All right.
Hold your phone.
All right. All right. You're not getting this episode enough hype.
I'm trying. This is me building up. Fuck me.
That's you building hype. You sound like you're fucking losing your mind.
I am.
What are you doing?
Because it's episode.
Did you imagine if your mum watched that? She's like, Aidan is literally fucking lost it. Like, what's he doing?
Fugitive of the Judoon is the 5th episode of the 12th series of the British science fiction television program Doctor Who. First broadcast on the 26th of January. Bad day for Doctor Who episode to come out. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, it's Australia Day?
Invasion Day. Written by Vinay Patel and current showrunner Chris.
Yeah, make me sound like a fucking twat. Shut up.
Directed once again by Nida Manzoor. The Judoon search modern day Gloucester. That's Gloucester, right?
Glastonbury?
Gloucester. The Judoon search modern day Glastonbury festival for a fugitive and the 13th Doctor and her companions Graham, Ryan, and Yaz regularly. Well, I don't know what the fuck that mean. What they're talking about there. The episode sees the surprise return of everyone's favourite predator, John Barrowman, and introduces Joe Martin.
Does it say on the favourite predator?
No, that was.
Oh god.
And introduces Joe Martin as Ruth Clayton, a character revealed to be a previously unseen incarnation of the Doctor.
Jack's cock is back.
Jack's back, mate. Now, I believe we had a more reserved John Barrowman on set these times because we're not going into this stuff.
I think you're right though. I don't think he was up to shenanigans.
In the year of 2020, I do not think he was whipping his cock out.
I think the Jack's cock was not back. It was
it was just Jack, no cock.
It was a flaccid cock underneath trousers.
I don't like what this show's turned into. I want to go. I want to go home. I am home.
You are
Fuck.
home.
I want you to leave.
Thanks.
20.
Cheers.
Bro.
Brilliant. Where were you? What were you doing on Invasion Day?
You're asking me? Because I
I
was
know what
asking
you're doing, because you literally said last week you woke up at 5 o'clock, you had a camping trip to go to, you were worried about COVID, you watched it for an hour, then you grabbed your bag, you ran out in the car, you kissed Andrew on the lips and said, I love you so much, baby, oh my god, I'm going to simp you all night. And then you humped him all night, and then you skeeted.
I mean, yes.
What is that?
That sounded like a car beep or something.
No, that was in this room.
No, it wasn't. It was outside.
That is creepy as fuck.
It's fine.
Did the mic spit that up?
It was fucking alien invasion, bro.
That is weird. That was not outside. Either way. You
Exterminate.
skated.
Yeah.
You skated.
All I'll say is that any time in my childhood when I branched out, I made other friends. This is what I got from Conor. Oh, you are fucking Andrew. Oh, you're giving Andrew a kiss, are ya? Oh, look at you playing tennis with Josh, hey?
I never said that about you and Josh.
Yeah, it's always just fucking Andrew. You're jealous of me and Andrew.
No, Andrew was literally like my first friend when I moved here from Australia.
Oh, so
like,
you're mad that I'm friends with him now and you're not?
No. I'm happy for you.
You're angry.
Yeah, I'm punching a wall every night.
Where were you in 2020, brother?
Where was I in 2020? It was Australia Day or Invasion Day.
Well, this would have come out on the 27th for us, so.
Okay, I was hungover. I assume? Yeah, probably. Mm-hmm. I remember watching it, and in my bedroom, I have a toilet, and I was pissing.
Whilst watching the episode?
Yeah, well, it was playing. I was just like... And as I was pissing, Jack goes, you missed me, right?
And then all of a sudden your piss went up the wall.
I stopped pissing, pulled up my shorts, screamed, jumped around my room, ran upstairs, and went, Mum.
Meanwhile, the episode's still playing.
No, I paused it. I was like, Mum, you're never guess what happened. And she's like, Conor, like, a bomb just went off somewhere. People have died. What could be so important right now? And I couldn't tell her because, like, something big happened that day. Like, a bomb went off somewhere and a lot of people died.
Did it actually?
Yeah, and
Maybe
I was like...
It should have been the classic in-between thing where you're like, Mum, you got to hear this. And she's like, no, Conor, it'll be cut. And you're like, Mum, we got to hear this. And she's like, Conor, your grandfather's just died.
It was pretty much like that. I was like, Mum, you know, guess who's back? Because my mum loves Jack. She doesn't know about all the allegations. Sorry, facts. But, you know, it was like, hey, this has happened. I didn't tell her. But she's like, Conor, so sad. All these people are dead. And I was like...
But Mum,
okay,
Jack's back.
I was like, I can't. And I remember going back down my room being like, well, that's a bummer. Jack's just come back and I feel like shit now. And I put it back on. I just couldn't believe it. I was like, yeah, it kind of got spoiled by John Barrowman retweeting the video that went, you'll never guess who's in this episode, and he retweeted it, which is such a boomer ass move.
Well, all it said is like, you will not believe what happened in the episode.
Yeah, but when does John Barrowman ever retweet a Doctor Who episode fucking video? Ever? Never.
Yeah.
Well, not anymore, at least.
I remember, because that's what made me want to watch it early before I went on the trip.
I do not like Doctor Who anymore.
What?
Would you not have watched it early?
I probably would have.
Do you have an issue of you watching it in the 10? Aidan, you said you spent time with me on the weekend, not watch Doctor Who.
Nerdy time.
What are you doing?
Why are you doing
Sorry, Andrew. Sorry.
You're literally doing like in-betweeners voices as you're doing it.
We said no Doctor Who on the trip. Sorry, Andrew. Sorry. No, I was just checking it. I was just...
Sorry.
You know, Jack's back. I don't care. Is that what happened?
Are you making Andrew Will?
Yeah, pretty much. I don't care if he's back.
They don't have Doctor Who on camping trips, Aidan.
There's no fucking Wi-Fi. What are we like?
What do you reckon is the ratio of people that understand these jokes versus...
I don't know.
It's so fuck. Oh man! If you know, then this is fucking comedy gold.
The in-between is huge. I think.
Yeah.
I think everyone gets it.
All right. I watched this episode on Monday.
Yeah.
Thought it looked beautiful.
Yeah.
Other than the John Barrowman scenes that look gross. The John Barrowman scenes are like literally. Where's the color grade in this bitch? Whatever you're saying is.
Do you think they were shot like externally after they shot the main episode, or?
Nah.
No?
No, I think it was all because I remember seeing like behind the scenes footage of like the ship
Okay.
and stuff, and I think it was all just done together.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, it just looked gross, like the color grade they used, and yeah, it just sucked. But everything else in this episode looked beautiful. I thought Nina wrote last week's episode, Nina directed last week's episode and this week's episode. Nina Manzoor did a fantastic job directing this, which is awesome. But the story, Connor, people like to go up and down with the story. Also, shout out to Nina Manzoor. We said the other week that she has directed her feature film recently, her debut feature film, so that's awesome.
Queen.
Fuck, what was I saying?
Well, it's the same writer as Demons of the Pawn Shop.
Yeah, but also co-written with Chibnall.
Of course, he's got to slip his fucking toes in there, but...
This episode goes up and down.
I think he's great with it.
This episode goes up and down in terms of fan reaction. I think a lot of people are like, but why was John Barrowman in it? Which is like, yeah, fair enough. But I also think the story of the episode, the Judoon looking for the fugitive and all the things that followed in that side, was super good. I love that whole story. I think that stands on its feet. Yes, the John Barrowman stuff maybe wasn't warranted, but that was like 4 minutes of screen time. It led up to Revolution of the Daleks in the end, and to be honest, probably would have led
up
to
the final. He mentions the Lone Cyberman.
Yeah, exactly. And to be honest, we probably would have got more Jack stuff in the line had he not been a dickhead in the past and in the present. Kind of
future.
What do you think of Fugitive of the Judoon?
All right, best way I can describe this episode, okay? You have like an empty stomach. You're starving. Okay, it's like 6, 7 o'clock at night.
I'm pretty fucking hungry.
6, 7 o'clock at night. You go to your favorite restaurant.
Yeah.
And you order a feast, and you eat, and you eat, and you eat, and you're full as hell. You walk out with a full stomach. You couldn't be more full. That is this episode. I dare you to leave this episode without being full. You get everything that you want and more. You're done. You're finished. You're full. And they bring out dessert. They give you so much shit. And it's great.
I love the whole like...
I love it. I think it's fucking great.
I love like the 3 layers of deception in this. Because the first thing, everyone's wanted the Judoon to come back.
Oh, 100%.
Everyone's wanted a Judoon episode.
Judoon
We've only
great.
had one Judoon episode. Yes, they've had cameos, but one episode.
Yeah.
So it's like they brought the Judoon back.
And they're dope in it, by the way.
And that's like, you go into it and you're like, this is a Judoon episode. That's awesome. So that kind of covers up any other major expectations. 20 minutes in, John Barrowman rocks up. And it's like, oh my God.
Yeah, you're like,
this is
what?
massive.
That was huge.
15 minutes
That
later,
was so fucking big.
we get a new fucking doctor introduced.
Yeah.
Mind fucking blown. I love just the way that this played out like that. I thought it was incredible.
Your socks are knocked off
Where the fuck did my socks go, bro? What is going on?
every 15 minutes. I like your
Yeah.
bit, though. It was good. Good bit. that
Good
you just
bit.
did.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. I practiced it.
It's a huge episode. Like, I generally think, like, Chibnall heard people be like, season 11, nothing really happened. Like, there was no, like, progression.
Yeah.
This episode, like... Look, I can see why people are like, look, it's a bit too much. But I think, again, like, that analogy of just, like, leaving with a full stomach. Like, you are stuffed. You've had the best meal of your life. Like, it just gives you, like... everything. And I remember even like, I'm not trying to jump ahead here, but even like the last 5 minutes, it's like Jodie just found out about the fugitive doctor, and then the companions are like, we just met Jack. And then not only just that,
What's going on?
they go, he said, beware the lone Cyberman. I'm
my
like, these
God.
are, and she's ruined. And then she gets those 2 big things, like I just met Jack, and then I just heard about the lone Cyberman, and she's just like, boom, boom. She's already down. Boom, boom. 2 massive things. Like, it's just...
Jodie was fantastic.
She's great.
But Joe Martin, even better. Even as just Ruth
Queen.
at the start. And Sagan's got
Queen.
this like real funky like
Queen.
beat going as she's like going off. She's like, hello, and she pats a fucking dog. I said this in a YouTube video recently. If you want to make a character... it's an old saying. If you want to make an audience like a character, have them like save a cat out of a tree or have them pat a dog. That's like the 2 things. If you want them to dislike a character, as House of Cards goes, have them kill a dog. That's the opening scene of House of Cards. Kevin Spacey kills a dog. It literally takes that.
I hate that scene.
Just because you don't like the dog dying?
Yeah, well, who does?
Yeah, of course not. But the dog doesn't exist. It's not real. It's a TV show. But
Still.
yeah, so they have Ruth coming out. She's saying hi. She pats the dog. She like high fives a kid. Does she pat a dog?
I don't think so.
Maybe she just high fives a kid.
I didn't think she pats the dog. Well, I didn't see that.
This is irrelevant. But she high fives a kid or something. She crouches down, high fives a kid, I think. But you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
I do.
The energy that she has as Ruth, and then she brings some next level shit when she's badass fucking karate chopping the fugitive doctor.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Ripping off Judoon's tusks.
Man.
Boom. Look.
Was that a tusk or a horn?
A horn.
A horn.
That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Bit horny tonight, you know?
Yeah, horny show, man. Horny show. What's this, Stephen Moffat show?
It is. I much prefer... Like, Ruth, I think, is a fine character. Mm-hmm. I don't think she's, like, incredibly well written. But, like, I think the Fugitive Doctor... I think that's when... actress name, I forgot. Sorry.
What, Joe Martin?
Joe Martin, of course. Sorry. How can I forget? Sorry, busy day. Joe Martin just slides into it like a pair of slippers. Mm-hmm. She is the doctor. She is the doctor. And I'm sorry, Jodie. I mean this with peace and love. But when I see it every time, and just even the way that Chibnall writes her, like, her final line's like, I'd really like it if you get off my shit right now. Mm. I'm like, this is what I want Jodie to be like. Like, be ruthless, be horrible,
ruthless.
Be mean. You cheeky fuck. On her costume, by the way. Oh, the glasses.
My God.
Dude, her costume is like... And Jodie's costume is just shit. I'm sorry, I don't like it. I think it's so cringe and lame and, like, uninspiring. And Sonic sucks. We get this doctor coming out. Better dialogue and a better costume. A 10 times better TARDIS. And I'm sorry, but her backstory, as much as I don't like the Timeless Child, it's so much more interesting than we've got in season 11. Like, it's almost like this is what you could have gotten, but fuck you, you get this.
Well,
it's like, bleh.
That's my only flaw, really, of this episode. And the thing is, it's not a flaw for the episode, which is annoying, but I don't think you can talk about this episode without talking about the larger repercussions on Doctor Who, is that the cliffhanger, the hints it gives you in Fugitive of the Judoon are fucking awesome. What a story they've just set up. Yeah. Doctor doesn't know her own past. Is this a hidden doctor? What's going on? Fucking fantastic. And then you get the Timeless Children, which, you know, the twist, yeah, whatever, like it, love it, hate it. I'm reserving my judgment till we get to the episode. Mm-hmm. But the whole thing is, that plot line... It's the classic Chibnall threw a grenade in the room and just ran the fuck out. Yeah. You know, he does hardly touch it again. We never find out the truth about it, which I don't mind that. I'd rather that than have like
retrospective. Now watching it again, knowing that we don't really find out, it's like...
But the thing is as well with this is they introduced the Fugitive Doctor in this episode. This is her only episode, Conor. From here on out, it's fucking cameo galore. Cameo in the finale. Cameo in Once Upon a Time. Cameo in Power of the Doctor.
She's hardly in Power of the Doctor either, right?
It's so short. I watched Power of the Doctor the other night. It's so short,
very
dude.
Short, yeah.
Literally, this is the Ruth episode. Yeah. And she's only the Doctor for 10, 15 minutes of it. People say the tragedy is that we don't have a Paul McGann series.
Yeah.
The true tragedy is what the fuck happened to Ruth.
Yeah, I agree. It's like, why the fuck show it to me if I can't have it? Mm-hmm. Like, it's so... Sorry, got a bit itchy back.
You want me to do it for you?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I'll give you a talk. Just a bit of content.
Yeah. Thanks.
Was that the right spot?
Yeah, you got it. Thank you.
Cool, thanks.
No, I think she's great. And you know what, as well, like, what I appreciate, it's like, this is something I would do as showrunner. I would do like a mid-season banger.
I think you got to do it
boom.
In 2023, you can't just have a big finale and a big premiere. You've got to have a big one in the middle that pushes the story onwards.
Steven did it with season 6. I know it was 2 parts, but it was like, you know, he had Good Man Goes to War. Mm-hmm. It kind of reminds me of that. Yep. By the way, I love how this episode starts and... Oh, you know what? It's such a great episode. I have a lot to say. Sorry, I'll try and get out of the way quickly. But, you know, I think the episode starts and... They're questioning the Doctor. They're like, what is going on? And she's like... They're like, where do you go when you send us off? I love it. It's like, I've been trying to find the Master. The Master gets a little name drop. Mm-hmm. I've been going to Gallifrey. I really like Yaz being like, can we go? And she's like, no.
Fuck off.
Why not? With Dogstock and fucking Costa. That's what she said. And I love at the end when she says to Ryan, like, you don't know anything about me, and Yaz is like, don't talk to him like that. Love it.
Yeah. We got some good stuff going on, man.
I mean, come on, it took us a while to get there, and I'm not saying it lasts for long, but that's great. Like, and I like even Graham being like, look, we're worried about you.
Yeah.
I definitely think Chibnall doesn't get enough credit for accepting maybe a bit of harsh criticism with season 11 being like, the Doctor's a bit of a nothing burger. Like, you know, she actually does show a lot more emotions. And I know she keeps it hidden and he wants to run with that, but at least the companions are at least being like, you know, what are you doing? Like, we care about you. What's going on? And she's very... A good trait the 13th Doctor has is like, she's hiding her emotions, and when people are, she's very snappy.
Yeah.
She can be quite sharp and rude. And she does that with Ryan at the end. And I don't blame her. At the end of this episode, the Doctor is defeated. Done. And then she finally gets those 2 final blows with Jack's back and the lone Cyberman. Like...
It was cool, man.
It's such a... You don't get bored in this episode. It's so
it just gives you more shit.
Like, it's so... They fill it with so much fun and goodness.
Yeah. One thing that I loved... I think it was this episode. It might have been Nikola Tesla, actually, in that episode. But it was definitely within the last 2 weeks. There was a companion, I think Yaz said, it's a very flat team structure.
Right.
I don't know if... I think it was this week, but it might have been last week. Which... I love that seed has been planted and Jodie was present in the scene, because in The Haunting of Villa Diodati, that's her speech. Like, it's like she's heard that. She's got all this stuff happening. She's having to take responsibility of all this stuff. But her companions don't, I guess, necessarily understand the gravity of it all and things like that. And so in Haunting of Villa Diodati, when she loses her shit and she's like, this is not a flat team structure. This is a mountain. Or whatever the fuck she goes on about. I love that seed's been planted here, and it's like, it is cool that we're having like a bit of character injected into the 13th Doctor here.
Season 12 actually ain't that bad.
No, it's good.
Considering I haven't rewatched it all, but I'll give my opinions about the end. But like, yeah, I just think it gives you so much. So okay, look, again, like, I don't want to. I give Chibnall a lot of shit, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't ever in a TV show, and excuse my French, but this is going to involve John Barrowman for a second. But I don't think ever in a TV show, ever reacted the way I did when I saw him come back.
I lost my marbles.
I just could not believe, and I was half pissed, and I pulled up my jocks and I ran upstairs, and I couldn't believe it. I was dancing around my room. That'd be me seeing Matt Smith.
I also think they played it out so well. Like, you hear him.
Miss me, right?
You hear him and you're like, oh, okay.
I know that voice.
And then he goes a few lines in and you're like, that is.
Yeah.
And then the score comes up. It's like, dun, 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 dun.
All right, because we like...
So Gunn was on fire this episode. I'll say that as well.
He was all right.
It was great. The Lighthouse theme is amazing, bro. Amazing.
My favourite movie of all time.
No.
Look, I'll say this. I know it's very popular to shit on John Barrowman these days. I felt like John Barrowman's episode wasn't actually even that good. Like, I think he was clearly like... I felt like he was kind of... He kind of, in my opinion, like, in some scenes he had it. Like, in some lines he had that Jack charm. But to me, in a few scenes, he just felt like he was reading a line. It's like, oh, I like you. Oh, you're my favorite. Like, I kind of felt like he was kind of just reading a line rather than feeling it and actually being Jack. I had that a little bit.
I felt like he annoyingly slipped straight back into it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Other than, I think this version of Jack is the culmination of everything that was like funny and sexy about Jack in like Torchwood and Doctor Who in the past. I don't think we saw... I mean, obviously, we only saw him briefly. We didn't get to see a lot of, like, real Jack. It was just like, oh, sexy. It was like sexy, horny Jack. You know, that's the
kisses Graham against the Doctor.
Yeah, which I kind of loved that. And I thought his reaction was pretty good there when he was like, that's amazing, or whatever he said when... Her?
I gotta see this.
Yeah, which I thought was really nice.
Look, I love Jack. Like, it actually generally hurts me that John fucked it up, and I think that he, as a character, I'm just talking about the character now, don't get angry at me. I love the Captain Jack character. I think he could have been such a great character to show up for even like Shooty's era or the 60th. Like, it blows, man. Like, and like seeing him in this, like knowing what happened and knowing how excited I was to see him. I don't know. It's kind of bittersweet, man. But going back to how I felt back in the day, man, like it was just like the biggest thing ever.
Mind blowing.
The episode was huge. Like it was massive. Huge. It was so big.
What do you think of the Judoon plot? You know,
great. And they're kind of cute. They're so. I love
his mohawk.
The mohawk. It's a girl.
Is it a girl?
It's a she. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Because the doctor says woman to woman. To the
right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So many times through the episode, like the Judoon will like groan. Mm-hmm. It's like, because the doctor's like, hey, you know you can't do that, right? It's against the jurisdiction, this and that. And it's like, fuck dang. Like, I love that. It's like, they're so cute. Like, they're kind of cute. Like, I love the Judoon. They're fantastic. Like, my mum seen them come back. She was like watching the Nikola Tesla at the end of it. They did the Next Line trailer and showed the Judoon. She's like, I love the Judoon. I was like, yeah, they're back. And I think they were used great. The Shadow Proclamation didn't show up, which is a shame. But
I loved Gat. I thought Gat was a good villain.
From Gallifrey?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she is quite hot, actually. But
I was going to say she had a very sexy voice and a boss bitch attitude that made me go, oh boy.
Sorry, I should probably say anything else about
I was trying to figure out a way to weave that into this conversation as well,
she
Conor.
Was very hot. But she was from Gallifrey.
Hot, but also great actor, more importantly.
More important, she's from Gallifrey.
Yes.
So, and I think that's great. It's like, wait, you're from home? Like,
oof.
And Joe Martin's doctor's like from home, and there's Judoon everywhere, and like, you know, doesn't she come back in the season final?
I think she's got like a small thing. I think
she does come back. Yeah,
we see her when we see
looking forward to it.
Joe and oh my god, you horny bugger. Yeah, I need to fucking rip your horn off like they do to the horny rhino. Yeah, that stuff.
Like I just.
It's not like you just did.
No.
Okay, so
no,
I thought
going there.
Lee was a bit of a silly character, but you know who was fucking.
He wasn't the fugitive. He was the fugitive.
Okay. You know who's fucking excellent and was just ridiculous, and every time he was on
coffee owner.
Are you talking about All Ears Alan? Don't call me All Ears Alan for no reason.
It's not a nickname you come up with yourself.
Can I say, I literally, every time he was on screen, I was like, is he meant to sound like this? Like, he sounds terribly written, but I also think I think it's funny, like it's meant to be written like comedy.
I think so.
But every now and then it's like, oh, is it? And I kind of on this line where I'm like, is it trying to be as funny as it is, or is it really falling flat and being really cringe?
I think, what's his name? Mr. Patel.
Vinay Patel.
I think he's a great writer, and I think Chibnall kind of. I actually think the writing was good. I don't think that. I think that was intentional. Mm-hmm. I think the Kate that said you can do better was a bit extreme.
Oh, that was so fucking funny.
And I don't think that would ever happen in real life. Otherwise, he'd probably just lose business from the entire town.
And he's like, you should be with me. You should come and be with me.
Yeah, it's a bit creepy, but she's so used to it. She's like, every time I come in here.
And when Graham...
And I get it. Like, Ruth's a saucy woman, but, you know.
Graham walks in and he goes, oh, look at this.
That'll be the worst cake I've ever seen. What did you think of Companions?
Yeah, look, they started off pretty well, I thought. There's a moment where Yaz does a police officer thing, which was great. But the problem was she starts it by going, hold on a minute, I'm a police officer, and then does the police officer thing. Yeah. And I was like, bruh, you don't see someone going like...
I did forget your profession.
It's like me, like, just being, like, hanging out with friends, and someone's like, oh, can someone take a photo? And I'm like, hold on a minute, I'm a videographer. And I just pick up my camera and start filming.
Oh my god, this is a thing that I know how to use.
It was like, you could just do the police stuff without telling us you're a police officer. It's like, you know, we were saying this episode felt like it was trying to rectify a lot of things in series 11 by doing stuff. It's like people were complaining that there was no... Yeah, that Yaz didn't feel like a police officer and do police things in the season. But this time, Chibnall was like, Yaz is a police officer. and so, yeah.
They'll get it.
They'll get it. They'll understand. They'll understand. We've got to do it, Connor, and we didn't do this. Do you have a point?
Just real quick.
Okay, yeah.
There's one line from Tosin. I think Tosin was really flat, which sucks because this episode is really fun. And like, there's one line from Tosin where it's like, "This place is under siege. There's aliens outside." I'm like, come on, give me something more. All right, ready? This place is under siege. There's aliens outside.
Better.
Do it.
I'd hire you.
He's literally just like, "The place is under siege. There's aliens outside." I'm like, give us a bit more.
There was also a joke that he did that fell so flat. Like, so flat. And I think, like, he knew it fell flat, and that's why he was just kind of like,
I generally just... I like Tosin. He's literally, like, been hired for this show right now. He's, like, top villain.
Yeah,
on the
right.
Show right now.
On Stan.
On Stan. But it's a show that's airing worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
He... keep trying, folks. If you're not a great actor, keep trying, because it doesn't matter.
Well, I do think...
He is good, but he just has this, like...
He just has days where he just doesn't.
The worst part is I just genuinely don't think he gives a single fuck about Doctor Who. I don't think he cares.
Really blue eyes.
Me?
I'm just looking into your eyes and just thought they look very blue, very pretty.
Oh, thank you.
I'm drawn into them.
Wow, that's so... Wow. Are you for real right now?
I'm just...
Cool.
Connor's like, you're mine!
You're mine! It's my stripper story. You can touch strippers' breasts in Gold Coast.
Okay. But yeah, he has up and down days. I think we should talk about what is mine, and I feel like probably yours, the biggest of them all. The biggest big Dr. Energy moment of them all. Connor, what was your big Dr. Energy moment, your standout moment of the week?
Hashtag Jack's cock is back.
Oh, that? Okay, no, mine was... Alright, let me take it from the top. I'm the Doctor. I'm a Time Lord.
From the constellation of Gustavus.
Okay, no, this isn't Voyage of the Damned, but Jo Martin's reveal speech when she steps out, I love, like, the cross-cutting between, like, the Doctor, like, looking at the grave, being like, why has the grave not got any name on it?
Why would you have a gravestone without any name on it?
And that's it.
Yeah.
And then I did laugh when she just magically had a shovel in her hand in the next scene. And I was like, where the fuck do you get the shovel from? But then also you're cross-cutting Ruth being like seeing the glass. It's like break the glass. And so she breaks the glass. I love the whole plot, by the way, that her and, was it Lee?
Yeah, Lee, yeah.
Like set up this thing. And Lee basically dedicated himself to make sure that Ruth would get herself back to this lighthouse. And so she could find herself again.
Well, they used to human nature, what's it called? Yeah, the name.
I was going to say Chameleon Arch, but that's
I say Chameleon Arch. Why do I think that's
But that's what makes the TARDIS look like a blue box,
Why
right?
I was going to think the Chameleon Arch. It's the fob watch thing. And
yeah, but what...
The thing from Human Nature, which I thought was a really good callback.
Yeah, but what the fuck was it?
Fob watch, Human Nature, human seeds, Human Nature trying to cover up the watch and trying to figure out the...
Look, yeah, that device.
The device, yeah.
That device.
Yeah. Look, I'll just say this quickly while you're trying to find it. I guess the reason why the big Dr. Energy moment is not Ruth's reveal is because I don't really subscribe to the whole Timeless Child storyline, but that's no disrespect to Ruth's storyline or...
It is the Chameleon Arch.
Is it then?
So, wait, is it the Chameleon Circuit that makes the TARDIS go?
We were right, Chameleon.
Bro, holy fuck.
It's just the TARDIS.
That is so smart.
It disguises.
Because it's a disguise. It's a disguise.
Oh my god.
The Chameleon Arch disguises the TARDIS. The Chameleon Circuit disguises the TARDIS.
Yeah.
The Chameleon Arch.
Yeah, we were right.
Disguises the Doctor. That's sick. I never fucking knew that.
Yeah. I guess like I don't know, I just don't subscribe to the whole Timeless Child thing, and I guess like... But anyway, Ruth's great, and I think... Yeah.
I'm not fully on board with that stuff either, but...
I think
like,
she's great.
The idea of her being an extra Doctor and stuff like that, and that's how this episode leaves off. Like, you don't know for sure what the Timeless Child means or anything.
I do try, and by the way, in the ass end of this rewatch, I should re-preference this. I try to go into these episodes not knowing, like... pretending I don't know what happens next.
Right, yeah. I'm really trying to isolate this and not think, because if you think about...
we have 5 episodes left, I'm saying this.
When you think about the wider stuff of this episode, it really does feel a bit what was the point of all the cool twists they threw at us.
I don't give a fuck. This episode fucking slaps.
And I'm glad it still slaps without
so
that.
fun.
With knowing all the other stuff, I'm glad there still slaps, because there's nothing worse than a great episode, like a great part 1 that's ruined by part 2, and then part 1 is then ruined because part 2 was so bad or something like that.
Bro, you leave with like a pot belly, like.
I'm so full of Doctor Who. Can't wait for Praxeus.
Nom.
My next meal.
Oh, doesn't it literally end with like 3 different signals?
Yeah,
I like that. Even though Praxeus fucking sucks. Sorry, Pete.
I don't really remember. So.
Ooh. Prejudging, are you, Aidan?
No, I generally don't remember Praxeus, so I'm keen to watch it again. Probably. Yeah.
I like it. I like how it starts with that. This episode is just like, seriously, it's like an all-you-can-eat buffet. Like,
nom. Was there any other major sort of points this episode? Gat was great. We talked about her. Gat was hot. We talked about that.
She was hot, yeah. Very hot.
There's
a bit too horny this show this week.
It's been a very horny week for an episode with.
I wanted to say before, when I said the whole Gold Coast from you can touch the boobs, it was completely like, it was fine. They let you do that. It's just funny how they let you do it in Gold Coast but not in Perth. That's what I was saying.
Dunno. Never done it in the Gold Coast.
Been to the Gold Coast.
Only punched a stripper in Perth. That's all I can say.
What is this show? It's just like, I hope people get the comedy out of it. Otherwise, do you ever think we're just like Mad Men? Not that shit podcast. I mean, do people just think we're mad and we're just like, do you think we're screaming into a void? Like,
I don't know.
Great. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think there's too much more to say on Fugitive.
I think Judoon are great, and I love to see them back. And Russell is coming back, which means the Judoon are coming back. And
confirmed. Yep.
I don't know. I have nothing else to say.
Okay.
Right, so what do you think, Aidan, rating wise?
Out of 10, oh
11.
Man. Oh,
do you
man.
get your Excel thing up?
Let's get the Excel thing up so I can.
Don't I start normally?
You usually start. That's as well what I think has thrown me off.
I'm going to give it an 8.5.
Oh, shit.
It's just great. Like,
yeah,
it's just,
okay.
I literally watched it and I was so entertained. It gives you so much. And I get it. Like, it gives you maybe a little bit too much. But, like, it's just so fun. And, like, it leaves you so full. Like, it gives you everything you want. It's adventurous. It's thrilling. It keeps you guessing. Jodie's fantastic in it. I think everyone's great in it. Like, the Roof Doctor is great. Guy Frey Women is very hot.
Which is just a boss.
She is very hot.
And also very good in the episode.
Yeah, we should add that as well.
Yeah, we should say that.
Great character.
It should be. She was very good in the episode, asterisk, and very hot.
She was very hot, though.
There's something about her attitude.
Oh.
That just
step on my nuts.
I'm giving it an 8. I'm giving it an 8, mate. I'm ignoring your comment and I'm giving it a fucking 8. Okay.
Call me. I'll call her mummy.
I think the only thing that does take it down is that the companions did for me feel.
John Barrowman's cock.
Well, the companions and the John Barrowman thing, yes, is a little bit of a separate thing, right? And does sometimes feel a bit unnecessary in it.
But that didn't happen when the episode aired. Oh, you just
no, but I mean in general. No,
okay.
No, I just mean like.
Sorry, not allegations.
I just mean
facts.
The episode in general just feels like the Jack subplot is a subplot that isn't tied in really at all. It was like the moment that Graham didn't have a purpose anymore, and then the moment that Ryan and Yaz didn't have a purpose anymore, it was like, let's just ship him off to Jack and do a quick cutaway. I love, like, the stuff was fun to watch for sure, but it was a bit.
If it went, you missed me, right, and it was just like a shot of his cock, would you have liked it more?
Can that stay in this pod?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know, this is loose.
The Doctor Who set with his gone.
We're out here trying to get like guests on this show and stuff, and you're out here talking about John Barrowman's cock, mate.
We didn't do it. I think it's terrible. All
right, that's our show, everybody.
Fuck me.
Thank you very much for watching and listening. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We'll be back next week for Praxeus.
Oh, God.
Follow us on Twitter and Instagram.
And are we just going to go in the hole and die, or?
No, then we'll be back the week after that to review Can You Hear Me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
It takes you away, baby.
No, that's the one last season's one.
No, I'm kidding. I meant to say, talk to me.
Let's move on. All right.
And you've had too many gin and tonics. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Can we end the fucking show?
Yeah, I'm tired. I need to go home and eat. And the Ashes is on.
The Ashes are
I
on.
need to pee.
And the soccer,
Stop
the
looking at
women's
that.
soccer. Why are you horny tonight? Are you fucking horny?
Okay.
Because you're sat here just
I'm
making
not going to lie.
sexist joke after sexist joke.
It's not you think it's sexist?
No.
I don't know. I was watching the football before, all the soccer, and I was like, damn. And I've been watching the female Ashes, and there's some good looking women in there.
Yeah.
I'm so done. People are going to cancel me.
You're
for
gone,
this.
mate.
People are they're going to.
There's no coming back from this episode.
But no, I don't get it. People can say Shooty's hot. He is so hot.
Yeah.
People can say David Tennant's hot. He is stunning.
That's the big one.
He is a silver fox.
How much people have thirsted over David in the past?
Oh, David's so hot. Okay, why can't I say not gonna say it?
Don't say it. Yeah.
Why can't I?
I knew what you were going to say,
Yeah,
and you knew what I was going to say, and we're like,
yeah.
we can't.
But why
can
can't I? And I
know.
agree. They're so hot. David's hot as fuck. Shooty is the sexiest motherfucker on earth. Why can't I say it's hot? Can't do it.
Can't do it, apparently.
I said Gallifrey woman was hot. I said that the British cricket team was hot. Well, most of them.
Gallifrey woman was hot.
Everyone's beautiful. I'm done. I'm not. Okay,
I'm,
that's it. I can't. All right.
Can we just say? How about we say
If
this?
there's a button right now, I'd press it.
How about we just say everyone's hot?
Everyone's hot.
Everyone's hot.
You're hot. I'm hot. Everyone's hot.
And you know what?
The viewer's hot.
It doesn't even matter. Looks. It doesn't matter. I know I'm watching Love Island at the moment.
How is that?
Hot.
I haven't seen your snaps. I watched this for the plot.
Yeah,
Tits.
that's all
Always
I
see is
Snapchat.
tits.
I don't just send.
Always
no,
see is tits.
it's always a
I
face.
don't like seeing it.
I've never sent you a picture
wrong
of
with
tits.
tits? I like tits.
No, but now you're framing me. I've never
I'm not
sent.
framing you.
I've never sent pictures of tits to
ass,
you.
A bit of pussy as well.
What?
What?
What? It's Aidan's and Connor's podcast. We're getting cancelled this week too.
Hey.
Getting cancelled this week too. Imagine that, we get cancelled with 5 episodes left to go of the rewatch.